I'm just tapping up a little mezcal in my Goth Water mug, which you can get yourself one of these at the link below. A little Vampire Cowboy store set up for all of your little merchandise needs. And a t-shirt too, Dead Vibes Only. You guys really enjoy my Ethel Cain reaction videos, it seems. And I am enjoying Ethel Cain as much as one can enjoy Ethel Cain. Welcome to another Vampire Cowboy Reacts, and we're going third round here, Fear No Plague. I got this recommendation from the last Ethel Cain video that I watched. As you guys know, I'm singing her praises quite loudly and quite profoundly. Blown away from everything about her. Her music videos themselves, the songs, just her artistry top to bottom. I haven't seen this video. I think it's a little bit older. I'm trying to see when it came out. 4 years older, not that old. Interesting thing about this one, as opposed to the last two videos that I watched, this is only 2.5 minutes, if that. The other ones are like 7 minutes. So, but I still love them. I absolutely love them. So we're gonna dive into some more Ethel Cain. I love hearing your thoughts. Thanks for leaving comments. And hey, check out some of the DJ mixes that I have here on this channel as well. I have really amazing taste, and so that's why I put and curate great musical selections in these DJ mixes. Not sent to you by some bullshit algorithm or AI code, but an actual artist themselves who listens to music and curates it directly for you to experience and to love. All right, I'm gonna take a little sip of mezcal here before we get going, because I might need it. Here we go, Ethel. Stop it here halfway through. I'm getting a sense that we're not going to hear a lot of lyricism in here, but the experience, I'm going to have this experience. And this is really fascinating for me because I grew up in Nebraska and amongst other places, Texas and some other places. And it's really fascinating. I'd like to know, for those of you who really resonate with her and her music and clearly this whole aesthetic, where you grew up. Did you grow up in this realm, or is there more of like a mythology that you're seeing a different world than what you experienced? Because there's some things in here that are cool. I'm being transported back to a certain, like the memory unlocked kind of thing, feeling unlocked when I see this stuff of almost like a liminal space of places I've been, places I've seen, childhood memories, and she seems just to be dialing into the trauma of this experience of growing up in a space like this, but not in this antagonistic revenge way, if I'm articulating that correctly, but just like it is what it is, and I'm going to show you the haunting nature of it. And it's just like this inner chasm that we're experiencing in a beautiful way. But it's really fascinating for me in particular, just because this is so much of my life. I know this is like a genre Midwest Gothic, maybe Southwest Gothic touches, but this feels very specific Midwest Gothic, which is very a subcategory and all this stuff. And it's just interesting because I don't know if that's just like an aesthetic that a lot of you guys are like, wow, this is really cool, I like it, or if you're feeling like she's, I don't know, opening that portal to that time in your life. Like that's the experience that I get. And I'm feeling a lot of just my own history when I experience this, even though it's clearly like she's embodying it. That's literally where I grew up most of my life. This shot right here, this feels like hours of my life, epics of my life, driving on roads like this. And I'm one who actually, I currently live in the desert. I think there's a specific kind of person that sees a beauty in desolation. A lot of people don't. I feel like maybe a lot of us gothy folks dig this. The starkness, there's a certain brutality, a matter of factness to this kind of landscape. And even the landscape where I live in now, there's clearly a lot of like amazing sunsets, whatever. But something about the stark nature of something that a lot of people will just drive past through the desert, through a landscape like this and think this is ugly, this is nothing here. I don't feel that way. I named my band after the place where I was born, Blood, Nebraska, because I feel like there is such a interesting, dark, mystical texture to something that looks like this. Gray skies, flat nothingness, the feeling of isolation. But yeah, I love this shot. This is an amazing shot. This whole sequence of images is quite stunning. So I'm just sharing my experience, and it's just fascinating for me because I feel like there's a very personal connection to this imagery and this whole kind of artistic identity that she's really manifested and put into a lot of her videos. All right, Ethel Cain, Fear No Plague. Beautiful images. The song itself, it's other than her very intense, kind of haunting vocal threads that she's performing, the song itself actually gives me a little M83 vibes because it's just that instrumental with this crescendo kind of a feeling. I think she's a great lyricist and a great vocalist, and I would love to dig into some more of her stuff where she's maybe doing some of her storytelling. This is visual storytelling, sonic storytelling, emotional storytelling, but I like that lyricism as well. So I'd love for another recommendation from one of you of the next Ethel Cain video. I'm not done with her yet. I'm gonna keep going because I'm having a good time exploring this, and like I said, it's really fascinating to me in my personal experience and my personal life that she's painting this picture of feels so very specific to me. And I'm wondering, again, like, is that very, I know she has like a hardcore devoted fan base. Is that something you all experienced as well? Or is it more of like, you're approaching it almost like this Americana mythology? I'm just curious to know. So share those experiences and comments in the section below. Also, yeah, keep watching, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you thought of this reaction video and what other videos you have for me you want me to watch and experience along with you. And for all of you who are looking for more exclusive, curated culture from the underground, find yourself in the Dead Lodge. Thank you for watching.